Okay, welcome back to Fear the Dark. This is Scenario 2, Scene 2. You may get here, you may not, depending on the choices you pick in the scenario. We have our investigators are pulled up to the side of the house. They're going to investigate this family home. And for reasons I cannot disclose because of spoilers. Very cool story. You got to check it out yourself. So we have the same four characters, Victor, Myra, Laura, and Doggo, and none of them have upgraded their gear yet. I was debating have them take some of the gangsters stuff from the last one, but then I decided against it. I still think it's cool that they have no firearms yet, and we're just going to say they tried to pick get the trunk open, but they couldn't without, breaking in the windows and old-style cars. They're not as easy to get into the trunk if they don't want it to happen. So what we have here is there's 4 points of interest. Looks like this dumpster here, this truck there, picnic table over there, and over here by the, looks like the, some outbuilding has looks like an outhouse and a, maybe a water pump, water tank, or maybe a oil tank. We don't know what that is, but this is where the scenario starts. And at the beginning of the scenario, the team will freely investigate and move until something happens. Okay, turn one. We're going to have Laura is going to move 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, right to about there for her first action. And then her second action, she will continue on to get up to see what's going on over here at the picnic table. Doggo, I don't know if I read somewhere, but I don't see that he would be able to go and pick up a item. So he is just going to go over here and sniff things out while 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She crawls up into this truck, and she's going to roll on the chart. Okay, so now that Myra has come and opened up the car door to see what's in there, we roll and we get a 3. Sitting on the, looks like the cab of the truck, there's a map of the town in which several points are marked. One of them is a house that they're at right now, and another is Paddlers, some kind of industrial area outside of Carrington. Okay, so that's a clue. There's a clue saying that this is a location of interest, and then there's also another location of interest that our investigators can go find at some other point in time. Okay, and lastly, her big brother Victor will, let's see, there's a point of trash here. She's probably going to go get that one. So we're going to have him head that way. And he has, he can run a good amount of distance. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gets close. Now that I think about it, I did 1, 2 interacts. So she will actually be able to go a little bit farther. She's just going to crawl right through the truck and then go like 3 or 4 more because she's a fast kid, so she moves 6, and she's also a hero, so she gets 3. Okay, and that will be the end of the turn. We don't draw any cards in free movement like this, as I understand it, so there's no reason to pull any cards until maybe some bad guys show up. Maybe, I don't know. There could be missions where bad guys don't show up. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to start over again. I guess I'll have some tokens for who gets to go still. Now I'm pretty interested in what happens here first at the picnic table. So we're going to roll and see what happens. And we got a 2. So Laura, I don't know if I should be reading these to you guys to spoil it, but it's they observe a guy lying in the ground, and she's dressed like the other gangsters, dark suit, shirt, tie, just like the other survivalists. I'll change that. Only this one had his head completely crushed to the ground, practically decapitated, as if his head had been crushed with an iron mace. Character who checked this point of interest must make a sanity test. Oh, let me check that. Haven't done that yet before. In fact, in my previous video, I forgot to do a sanity check for the characters as the monsters came out of the woods. So to do a sanity check, we roll a d10. And so move the character 4 inches to the nearest full cover or partner, whichever is closer. Looks like those bushes are right there. I think it's funny that she would start heading back to the car because she's like, oh no, I'm not having any of this. Seeing a person who was murdered right there in broad daylight. and just sitting there. So she's done, and that activation is done, or that interact is done. We can put these over here. And this interact item is done also. Okay, so we still have, looks like we're going to have, let's have Victor go. So he moves to here, activating, and then we will roll again on the point of interest table. I'm going to stop reading them to you. Just, I don't want to spoil it all. Okay, 10. Okay, 10 is, so when the character checks this point of interest, suddenly sees that from behind the corner, a guy dressed similar to his friends from before, the car, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing because I don't want to spoil it for you, but it looks like 3 guys jump out to fight. And 3 guys jump out to fight. One of them has a shotgun, and one has a knife. The one that comes after him has a knife. And then the other 2, this is cool. I get to do the randomization rules, which I hadn't done yet, because it says the other 2 show up and they pop out of hiding at random points on the board. So this gives me the opportunity to show you how that happens. Looked confusing at first, but then when I went through it, didn't seem that confusing. One second, just gotta get there. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we get points at random, and we're gonna roll d10s. So the first d10, we're gonna use glittery dice is high. So 62, so we're looking at right around there and pretty close. So this guy, this gentleman with the shotgun's actually hiding back here behind this fence. And then, close enough. And then 39, so 9 would be all the way over here in these woods. So he looks like he sees her, and he was in the bath, using the restroom out in the woods, and then they heard the investigator kids come, and now they're checking it out. Okay, so looks like we're about to start now. So it is turn 1. I'm gonna go ahead and say he only did 1 action, so we're gonna finish his action before we do the rest. It doesn't say clearly what we're supposed to do there, but she's already gone. So I have 2 players left to go. So I'm going to build a deck of 2 players. I have 3 enemies that have to go. And then I am going to randomly choose one of these to add in there and not look at it. I think I saw what it was, but that's okay. And then we're going to give these guys a good shuffle. I'm not going to pull a card yet because Victor, he only used 1 action he used 1 to move and 1 to search this item. So we're going to say he has his final hero action left, and he sees a guy coming with a knife around the corner at him. He's going to attack him. So, okay, so we're looking at Victor as a melee of 7. And he also has experienced fighter, so he has +2 damage when he hits. And he also has used to combat, so he no multiple enemy penalties. No multiple enemies on him right now, but that's okay. Okay, looks like he missed his first hit, and the bad guy. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so I'm using the gangster stats because I think those are the same stats because he said they were the same people and there wasn't any additional stats. So we're going to use this guy he has one of the better melees, so this is the guy with the melee 5. Well, okay, if he has the melee 5, which is the best melee, he also misses. So that's the end of Victor's activation. Now we are going to actually go ahead and pull the card. So the first card is Enemy Warband. So, I did not do the AI. Okay, I believe I got this right this time. Okay, so this gentleman is in danger, and he has an opportunity to do damage to the team. This gentleman is not in danger, but he doesn't really have any opportunity. This guy definitely has opportunity because he's ranged. He has a shotgun, and I think that's it. I don't think I put this last one. So obviously with the AI, the first thing you do is you go with the guy who is in danger. He's in combat, so we're going to go with him first. And they will swing at each other. Oh, wow. I'm rolling really high with these dice, so they both whiff completely. No hits, so he's done. Next, we will go with the gentleman in opportunity. He sees her from behind. Oh, actually, we don't go next. That was the end of the Warband turn. Next is enemy Warband turn again. Okay, so now you go with the AI. That would be this gentleman here. He will go. Gentleman. He will move a little closer into the open to take a shot right there. Okay, and this is the first time I'm doing a ranged attack, so we're gonna let's see. Okay, so flowchart. He's a shotgun. I believe he's out of range. I'm not going to check. I think he's a sawed-off shotgun, so it's short range. So I'm going to go with the no. Move towards the closest enemy with first action, did that, and then attack with ranged weapons. So I did the AI. That worked. And then now, okay. Let's see. My range attack modifiers. Target is not in cover, so not a -2. Target is not close range, so not a +2. And target is not larger than human, so no +2. So it's a straight roll. And let's see, we got shotgun, 12-inch range. Probably could have shot from there, but I had to move closer anyway. It's damage D10 +1, and it's +1 to ranged combat. So his ranged combat, which is a 4, needs a 5 to hit her with his shot. And he rolls a 9, so he alerts the whole, everybody that a firearm is in play. And so she's going to turn around and look at him, realizing she just got shot at. And that is the end of his turn. Next... Oh, wow. Enemy Warband again. Okay, so this gentleman down here, I don't know if you can see him down here. Looks like it. He is going to move 2 times to get into base-to-base contact with her, not giving her a chance to run away or anything. And he can't attack because he only has the 2 actions. Next, we have blocked. Next character that activates will lose an action this turn. Oh, wow. Okay, lose an action this turn. I'm going to go ahead and say Laura is going to... Oh, no, Laura already went. It's just these 2 that have their actions left, right? Yeah, there's 2 player cards left, so yeah. It's either him or Doggo. I think she has 3 attack actions because she's a hero anyways, so... I would rather her go first. Oh, wait. But I kind of want the dog to go. So, yeah. I'm going to have Doggo go. Doggo runs into attack, but he gets kind of blocked because of the truck there. And he will get in there for the bonus to help her out, but definitely does not get to do an attack because he loses his action for being blocked. And then the last one, obviously, is the Player's Warband card. And so she's going to only get 2 attacks because she loses 1 from blocked. First one is a 7 and a 6. She has a 5 melee, so +1 is 6. That does not hit. And this one has a 4 melee. Does not hit. She's pretty tough. I didn't realize 5 was such a good number when building her. Now she hits, and he does not. Okay, that's great. So she takes her hammer and clubs him. Doing a 1, so no injury whatsoever. So that's the end of that turn. Okay, so there have been no casualties. So we're going to move on to turn 2. No casualties, so we're good to keep this 1, 2, get rid of the blocked. 1, 2, 3 enemy warbands, 2 players warbands, and then we will get one of these random cards here and put it in, and then try to shuffle these guys up real good. Better than last time, since I had all the enemies and the players right next to each other, which was unfortunate for the team. Maybe they can do a little better this time. Okay. Enemies Warband. So, once again, I forgot to do the AI first. So, this guy's in danger and has the opportunity to attack. This guy's in danger, has the opportunity to attack. This guy just has the opportunity to attack. So, he's not in danger still. So, he will go last, which is good. Players, I have 1, 2, 3 4 players who get to go. And so the enemy will go first. It's either of these two. I don't know how you pick, so I'm going to randomize. So odds over there, evens over here. Odds. So looks like the Victor and the boss are fighting at each other. He has, again, a attack of 5 versus Victor's attack 7. Wow, Victor's rolled 3 10s in a row. So he gets hit this time. And then damage is a d10. Doing a 7. So that's 1 hit point of damage on Victor. So Victor is going to take one of these little heart damages. And we're going to, I guess you could use a dry eraser, but I'm just going to put the token on him. So that is his attack. Okay. Next turn. Player's Warband. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take Lara. Just because I want her to be able to, let's see, if I were her, I probably wouldn't charge into the face of the shotgun. So we are going to have her run back. 2, 3, 4, 5. And take cover behind the car. And I don't think there's rules for it, but she would totally go prone and just hide behind the car and yelling at her friends to, hey, we got to get out of here or something. She's not a fighter at all. Okay, next would be Player's Warband. Okay, now I'm going to take the advantage with the dog. No, I'm going to take the advantage with the girl. And hopefully she can do some damage. And she fails and he fails. That's her first attack. Second attack would be she fails. He also fails because he has a 4. And her last attack, little back and forth swinging. Okay, so she actually hits this time and rolls a 8 for damage. So that's 1 wound. She actually takes him down. Fantastic. So that would be the end of that gangster / survivalist. I don't know if that's a combo I've ever heard of before, but it's kind of cool. Okay, so she's done. She's done. And now it is the next turn. Enemy's Warband. Last guy to go is that guy over there. He knows where she is. He can't get into range. So I think he would actually move this way. Ooh, I don't know if he can shoot into combat, but we're going to go ahead and say he can. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because that's what would probably happen if they're sitting there slugging it out. He's going to go over there and he's going to take a shot at Victor from the back. So he's going to roll a... Ooh, I've been rolling an orange dice. I got to get the unlucky red dice. I can't find it. Okay, so he rolls to hit. It is +1 to hit, but he has a ranged value of... Let's see if I did that. So he has a ranged value of 4. +1 is range 5. Not point blank range yet. And he hits with a 2. Shouldn't have rolled the glittery dice. Let's see the damage. Oh, and he's going to hit Victor in the back. A bunch of buckshot. And, you know, hit Victor. Oh, wow. That's actually Victor's 3rd wound. So we're going to take him out of action. And he does not get to attack back. So I think that's how that works. Ooh, things are not looking good for the team. Okay, well, Doggo is going to... Oh, wow. This is not good. Let's see. I mean, they should, like, bootleg it out of there. But her older brother's over there, so that's not going to happen, right? She's going to be the sneaky, roguish girl that my daughter created. And she's going to come... Oh, actually, she has 3 actions, right? So let's see if we can take Doggo to go 6. And then 6 to get in his face. So the dog runs around the corner to get right into that guy's face. Oh, silly me. I have to pull the card before he does that. Enemy's Warband. They've already all gone. That's the guy. And then no ammo, weapon dropped. I guess everybody's gone. How'd that work? I think I didn't pull the thing, so let's put him back there. Next character activates will not be able to make any kind of attack this turn. Click, click, click. I need ammo. That doesn't apply. And I'm not sure if it doesn't apply for the next encounter, but you know what? I'm going to play it as. It doesn't say that these go away. There's been no ruling on that from me. So I'm going to say the next person that activates will not be able to make any kind of attack. that's okay. So now we have to build our deck again. This time we have 1, 2. Let's see, 1, 2. There's only 2 enemies and 2 players. No, there's 3 players. So where's my other card? 3 players, 2 enemies, and a random. Let's take this one and put these guys in there. And let's shuffle these guys all up again. I probably should like have a turn marker, but that's okay. I just like to play it until it's over. Okay, first person to go is going to be Player's Warband. No attacks of any kind. Well, that makes sense. So Lara is going to... Actually, the dog doesn't get to make any attacks to do what I wanted him to do anyway, so we're going to run and engage him. I don't recall the disengage rules. I'll have to look those up. Okay, next is Player's Warband again. Okay, that's fantastic. This is what I wanted to happen. Because I wanted her with her 6, 6, and she's going to get 1 attack at this guy from behind with her hammer. Just her and the dog charging from around the corner to avenge her big brother. She has a +1 for the dog being there, and she's going to hit, and he does not swing back as he clumsily attacks back. And we're going to get a 5, so that's going to be 1 point of damage, and that's going to take him out. So she got revenge on the... gangster there, and quite frankly I think this is hysterical. She's gonna pick up his shotgun because in the last update David said we were gonna get some cards and you could take the things off the enemy. So she's been reading those magazines with her older brother. She has a firearms of 4 now with a shotgun. She has a firearms of 5. She's gonna pick up that shotgun. She might get blown off her feet, but that's the risk she's gonna have to take. And last one this turn. Oh, that's not the last one. That was the first one. Okay, so now we're at Enemy Warband. Okay, so Enemy Warband, there's 1 guy left. So he is going to come towards... where's my... And he's going to go right up to... Oh, she stopped just out of range, which is fantastic. And then he's going to get into range next turn. Can't avoid getting... Well, you probably could avoid getting in combat with the dog, but... actually, I'm trying to make it harder for myself. I always like to make it harder for myself. I'm going to make sure he does not get in contact with the dog. I'm going to move the house a little so you can see it better. Okay, and then next is the Player's Warband. There's nobody left except for Lara way over here by the car. She is going to book it this way, seeing she needs to help, and she sees that the scary shotgun guy is down. She's going to go try to help and get there. And that is going to be the end of the turn. Enemy's Warband, that one has been taken out. And then Battle Frenzy. So the next character that activates will have an extra attack action. So that's good. Let's hope it's us. So this time we have 1, 2, 1 Enemy Warband. So we got 3 players, 1 enemy, and another random. So we're just going to take this one and shuffle them all up. Okay, the first person is Battle Frenzy. Now, I do not know if that Battle Frenzy is supposed to wear off at the end of the turn. It doesn't say it doesn't, and on the card it says next character that activates. So I'm going to go ahead and play it that way. Player's Warband goes first, and she is Battle Frenzied, so she gets extra attack actions. So she's going to attack him 4 times. Actually, she's not. I'm going to move in the dog. And he's going to get, because that's a nice big Roddy. All right, he's going to get 1 normal attack, and then he gets an extra doggo attack. So doggo has a melee of 6, +1 for outnumbering is 7. Oh, missed with an 8. That's the first action. Second one. Oh, missed with double 10s. Double 8s and double 10s. That's terrible. Okay, so that's the end of doggo's turn. Waste of the Battle Frenzy, but that's okay because it means he got in and was able to... make it so that the others get a +1 on their turn. Next, it is Still Waters. This turn, nothing happens. Everything's quiet. Okay. Well, I don't think that really applies here because everything's going down. Player's Warband again. Okay, this time, she's going to jump in. She's going to get a +2 because Lara has a... Now she has a fisticuffs of 4 +2 for the male. So now she's at a respectable 6. She doesn't have a weapon. So she's going to beat him down with her fists. And she hits him with a 5. Unfortunately, he hits back with a 5. So they both hit. And let's roll some damage. Ooh, he does 1 damage to her, taking her out. She doesn't do any damage to him. So that was unfortunate for her. So we will mark her as a casualty alongside Victor. Victory. So now it's just Myra and Doggo against the last guy. And lastly, ooh, the enemy gets to go. They're both in his face. We're gonna say odds the dog. Oh, even against Myra. Okay, so this is great. So now she gets 4 attack actions against him. First one is going to be she has a melee of 5. That's gonna miss. He's also gonna miss with his 6 or 9. Remember, his melee is 5. Her melee is 5. Wait, her melee is 5 + 1, 6 for the dog. So now that was the end of the enemy's warband, and now it is the players. So now it is just Myra. She gets to go, and she has 3 attack actions. So she also gets a +1 for the dog. So 6. She hits with a 6. He hits her back with a 5. Let's roll damage. Okay, they both don't do anything to each other with 3s. Okay, let's go again. She does not hit, and he does not hit. And her last attack action. Both do not hit again. So that's the end of the turn. Okay. Check. I'm going to check to see if anything else pops up. I don't think so. Looks like they just fight this battle to the death. Or till the knockout. Now we have 3 more of these cards, so we're going to pick one of those. There is 1 enemy warband card. I'm getting messy with my cards here. And 2 of these. So there's only 4 cards here. Right, so there's only 4. I don't think I was supposed to see that card, but that's okay. So okay, first person to attack is going to be motivated. Next character gets an extra attack. I swear I just played that one, so we're going to get rid of it. I'm going to say it's this one. Trap, next character will not be able to move this turn. That's okay, nobody's moving anyways. Player's Warband. All right, Doggo's going to go again with his 1, 2, 3 attack actions, looks like. 2 attack actions, excuse me. So he hits, does not get hit back. Damage. Come on, Doggo. He rolls an 8, and that will take out the bad survivalist guy. Okay, that was the end of the combat. And as you can see, it's still fast. It's pretty fun and furious. Little bit of exploration that devolved into a combat. Here's where you would go to the end of the scene and see what happens next. This is one of the beautiful things is with this game so far, with each scenario, different things happen. When the scene's over, there's other choices, or maybe it's the end of the scenario in general. But thank you for watching again. This is our 3rd video, Scenario 2, Scene 2. And you may, again, with these cool scenarios, you may not get to this scene. You might go right on past it, going to different scenes, depending on the scenario. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If I did anything wrong, put it in the comments. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'm going to start doing more of these videos. I find this to be a lot of fun. May not be great at it, but it's a good time, and I enjoy these cool indie games. Big fan of indie games. My daughter wasn't able to play with me today because she's doing schoolwork right now. That's okay. All right. Well, you all have a great day, and we'll see you for the next one.